Sometimes I hate having all my cords and shit all over the place. Alright. And all of a sudden it's really hot in here too. Ugh. Okay, that's better. Even this is a little bit better. Still a little choppy, but better. Okay, powers. Do I have? Yes, thank you. Alright. Alright. And let's go ahead. Yeah, so as I was saying, this mod, oh wait, no, I don't have it because it's set up for perma. I don't have perma installed. What the mod does is it raises the level select kinds piece. Only goes up to level 20, I think. So if you get late game and you encounter animals and stuff that are higher than level 20, kinds piece won't work on them. Same things like with unrelenting force doesn't do a whole lot of damage, so this thing makes it do a little bit more damage. So like at the the first foos does 10 damage, and it goes up I think to like 75 damage with the full thing. Which is it's a good you're not only pushing guys away from you, but you're also damaging them in some way, so it's kind of it's crowd control basically. Disarm, same type of thing. It only works up to, I believe, level 20, maybe up to level 30, and I think this one the mod that we'll be using with perma, if I'm using perma, makes it to where it'll work on anywhere up to like level 200 or level 100, I think. So essentially what it does is it allows you to, as you get higher level, your shouts are not becoming useless to you, to where you're basically only using the unrelenting force or slow time or the become ethereal, because those are basically the only ones I ever use. Even like the elemental fury is nothing once you get into higher levels. The fire and frost breaths, they stop affecting guys after about like level 30. I believe marked for death is only good for up to like level 30 in the of course default vanilla game. So yeah, it's kind of annoying that it's like that. And this basically just, in part of it is it tweaks the cooldowns and it tweaks the shouts durations, but it also tweaks their effectiveness. Like animal, kinds piece. By default, by default, so the recharge time, that's your cooldown, is 60. The mod that I'm looking at increases the cooldown to 90, but on the flip side, the duration of Kind's Peace in vanilla is 180, so it will last 180 seconds, and the cooldown after 60 seconds will allow you to use another shout, obviously. or kind's peace again. Where what this mod does is it increases the cooldown to 90, but it decreases the duration to 90 as well. So once your cooldown is ready to go, you're ready to do another kind's peace if you need to, or if you've already gotten out of the situation where you don't need to calm a bunch of animals, then you're good to go. So trade-offs, balances, stuff like that. Not overpowered stuff, but not useless stuff either. Like this Marked for Death. I don't know if this works high level. I don't remember if the vanilla one works high level or not. But I do know that if you hit your followers with this, you basically screwed them. And if you're on console, there is no... Oh, nice. Yeah, if you're on console, there is no possible way to fix it if you hit somebody that's your follower. But if you are on PC, obviously, you can fix it by modding your followers' attribute values and stuff. Kind of fix them up. I had noticed in one of my games that Lydia was basically constantly, like, she wasn't getting killed because she was, she's a not essential, but she's one of those, let's call it important, where NPCs won't kill her, but you can kill her. Oh yeah, this is one of the modded cities. I'll show this off here in a little bit. But yeah, so you can kill her, but NPCs can't. But essentially what would happen is she would get into a fight and immediately take a knee. Well, maybe not immediately, but very quickly take a knee. Like, she was not being able to take any damage at all. And when I looked at her actual stats, she had something ridiculous like minus 3,000 armor rating. It's actually fairly smooth out here, relatively speaking. This might be playable. Interesting.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. The divine smile on a charitable
Wow, you have a
soul.
dirty face. Okay, so yeah, that mod that you saw that turned the text yellow is, what was it called? Easy to see something or other. I'll have a list. Probably won't be on the stream, but I'll have a list of all the mods that I'll be using in the playthrough. But basically what it does is it makes it easy, obviously, to see which one you got highlighted, so you're not trying to guess. And it also allows you to use like the E key for accept rather than having to actually click it. And it makes it so that you have almost no chance of messing up what you're selecting. Okay, so this mod is called Dawn of Windhelm. Well, actually, I take that back. It used to be Dawn of Windhelm. There was a Dawn of Windhelm, Dawn of Whiterun, Dawn of Riften, and then for the longest time those were the only three that were available. And then the modder eventually did Dawn of Solitude, and I think one other one. And then once all 5 of them were done, which might have been, I'll need to, hold on. I don't know why I'm doing this. Let's see. Nexus Dawn of Skyrim. think that's what it was. Yeah, collection. So once they got all 5 of them done, they put them all into one mod so that you wouldn't have to load up 5 different ESPs, which are the plugins. You could just load this one, and it had them all in there. Yeah, so all 5 in a single ESP. So what was the Windhelm, Whiterun, Riften, Solitude, and Markarth, right. Okay, so yeah, those are the 5 cities that have been affected. So I'll jump around to those so we can see how those look. And yeah, so you can see this kind of added these little statues here. It basically makes Windhelm, because Windhelm used to be like the capital of Skyrim. And it's one of the oldest cities. I think it's where the Nadir was the first men came in from Mora and came into Skyrim and settled here. This was their capital for thousands of years before spreading out to Imperials and Bretons and stuff like that. So anyways, it kind of gets, the Olaf One Eye was the, first era 420, so it kind of gives you a little, you can see some of the history stuff. And Herald, which is, I have another mod that replaces some of the, I'm going to get away from her, replaces some of the septums and stuff in some of the old Nord ruins with heralds, and places them in the Dwemer runes with Dumaks. Dumaks were, they're heralds, and Dumaks are made up. But, oh shit, because I'm level 80, or over level 80.
I have done all that can be done. There is nothing left. No quests to be undertaken, no villains to be slain, no challenges to face. Except for you. You are my last challenge. Only you can send me to Sovngarde with honor. Make your preparations. When you're ready, come find me at my last vigil.
Okay, good. So I don't have to actually fight you right now because I have no weapons. But yeah, so they made them up, but they're kind of lore friendly. Heralds and Dumaks are coins that, instead of being septums, which are the Imperial coins, which would, gameplay lore-wise, doesn't make sense why the ancient Nord ruins that are thousands and thousands of years before the Empire existed, why they have Imperial septums buried with their Nord, with the why they would have the why they would have the Imperial septums in the Nord ruins. So they put heralds in there because a herald was one of the first kings. 13th of the line of Isgrimor, the founder of the great kingdom of Skyrim. So there you go. So that's why they named them heralds. And Dumaks, of course, were one of the Dwarven or Dwemer kings, and so they named the coin Dumaks for them. Alright, so let's take a look and let's do a little exploring around here. See what has kind of changed in Windhelm. I know some of this stuff here in Riften you can actually get on the rooftops and stuff, because it's kind of a playground for thieves and assassins. It doesn't, obviously, Skyrim doesn't have mechanics like Assassin's Creed or whatever to be able to climb stuff, but the mod maker added a lot of things, stairs and ladders and stuff like that, to be able to get around and get up on the cities, and entryways on roofs into houses and stuff, so you can kind of sneak in and steal stuff. Okay, and so on this one, on the Dawn of Windhelm, since this one is so close to Solstheim, the modders basically incorporated some Dark Elf architecture, stuff like the lanterns, the stuff that you normally would only see in Solstheim, is now also in Skyrim. And it's kind of cool because the mod itself is a very small mod. It changes a lot of things, but it's a very small mod because it uses all of the stuff from in-game assets. It doesn't actually add really anything to it. I think the mod's under a megabyte. You know, it's tiny, but it adds, puts all these things in different areas. Adds a vendor here. You know, this is all in-game stuff. These are in-game NPCs, in-game, you know, vendor stalls. They just placed them in. Placed them where they would make sense.
Hi, mister. Would you like to buy some
hi, Sophie.
flowers? Please?
And you are a reference to Aerith. Yes.
Not much, but I hope you like them.
Yeah, if only there was still a barter system. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take them all. I want... Ooh. One. There you go.
They're dead. My mama died when I was little.
Of course, I don't have a house right now, so I can't do anything.
Her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back.
But yeah, she's totally a reference to Aerith from Final Fantasy VII.
It's
You're just a little flower girl.
What else can I do?
Well, I can't really adopt you, so I'm not going to disappoint.
Stop by again.
Sure thing. Okay. So yeah, so it adds like this little kind of mini market area here. What's it? Oh yeah, dynamic things. Now the cool thing about the dynamic things is even this stuff that's added, since it uses base in-game materials or in-game items, the dynamic things can automatically add the stuff to them. It doesn't have to be updated for every mod that adds new materials into the world. It can just say, hey, that's a default box. You know, and we've made default boxes have this storage. Of course, the mod maker. I already bought all your flowers. The mod maker, you know, it says steal from the small crate. Added the box in, but then gave the ownership to whoever in the city. I don't know. So if you want into it, you can steal from it. But, you know, with a guard next to me, I'm not going to do that. Even though I'm way higher than... Whoa. Okay, and this is another mod that I have that since I don't have Frostfall running right now, I'm not freezing to death, which is good. But the wet and cold, I believe it's the wet and cold that does this. Just double check. It adds frost to things. Is this snowy? Yeah, snow accumulation. So basically what is happening is it's taking, you know, the bristleback and adding snow to it because he's sitting outside. Normally it would do it on me as well. I don't know why it's not. But you can see the guard, his cloak has some snow built up on it. And the normal cloaks don't, you know, they don't have snow on them by default.
Yes?
See, snow built up here. You get the breaths coming out. Just cool. They're cool little mods, little things that add to the immersion of the game. Oh, this is another... Alright, so I'm going to harvest this. You see the 4 unknowns there. Basically what this does, this mod's called Morehud, which kind of gives you a quick look at when you're harvesting plants, or if you're looking at books. It gives you a quick... tells you what the alchemical things do, so you know if you're looking for stuff that are like health, you know, to make health potions or whatever out of. Then if you're going around harvesting, if you see stuff that you've already picked and tasted to test the effects, if it doesn't have, regenerate health or restore health or whatever on it, then if you don't want to waste the storage space or just harvest everything in the world, which I probably will do anyways, then you can skip it. But I'm going to go and harvest that. And then we'll go into my alchemy. So they're all unknown because I haven't tasted them. And, oh wow. Because I have all the perks, that's right. So it tells me everything they do. And see, so now, normally it would only tell you the one thing, but since I've got all the perks and all the levels in alchemy, it tells me all of the ingredients. That's cool, or all of the effects, which is neat. Okay. So, now, when I go here, now you see instead of unknown, it tells you exactly what the effects do. So it's kind of neat. Alright. We go more. Moving around, some of these things were newly done, newly added, just to make them a little bit more recognizable what it's supposed to be. And actually, I don't think that this particular one, Sadries. Well, right. I don't believe that this one actually had a sign out normally. So that's been added in. Dark Elf Quarter. Or, sorry, the Grey Quarter. And what other thing? Oh, I've got so much freaking stamina. Oh, this is beautiful. I could run for days.
I lost my twin sister a while back. Have you ever lost anyone close?
Not yet. What? Guess I was close enough to it in here.
Working in Windhelm is great. You get to see Ulfric up close.
See, I haven't seen a lot of this stuff. This is new. I know that. Because I didn't really explore Windhelm a whole lot when I first installed this mod a while back. Oh, it's a little puppy.
It's that easy.
A little puppy with a big dog voice. I believe that's Sky Test, which is a mod that changes. Good God. Stop talking to me. Oh yeah, wood piles. We'll get, you can harvest wood from now. What was I saying? So, yeah, Sky Test, what it does is it alters animal behaviors. So, instead of, like if you're out in the wild, instead of encountering some completely unrealistic thing where, a dog or a wolf comes up to attack you, and then a bear comes up to attack you, and then a saber cat comes up to attack you, and they're all attacking you at the same time, instead of attacking each other, then what this does is it makes it so that animals will actually attack each other. Wolves will go after the smaller preys, the bears will go after the bigger preys, obviously, and the saber cats will kind of go after everything. Excuse me. Excuse you, actually. What was I going to say? So, oh yeah. That is the Dynavision. Kind of doing the depth of field effect there, which is cool. Not really. Guy? Seriously. Losing my train of thought here. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Sky Test. But it also adds in things like puppies, baby animals. Out in the wild, you'll see like small wolves or smaller saber-toothed cats, or saber cats, because it actually adds, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it adds stuff like, not necessarily mating cycles. You're not going to see animals out there humping, but it does add a family element and pack elements to wild animals. There are wild horses running around. And yeah, I don't know. It's cool. I like it. But it makes the, like, wolves, instead of just immediately attacking you whenever you get within a certain range of them, or even saber cats and bears and stuff, they'll actually continue to warn you to back off and go away. And if you don't, obviously, then they'll come after and attack you, but they'll give you plenty of warning to get away. So when you're first starting the game, you're not walking around in the in the middle of the field or whatever, and just all of a sudden a saber cat attacks you out of nowhere and completely owns you. You'll hear growling, or you'll hear some sort of yeah, it's running so much smoother now. Still a little bit on the turns, but I think all the scripts have finished loading finally. That may have been all it was. Yeah. So yeah, the Sky Test, pretty cool mod. And wait, was that? No, okay. I was hoping that would be a harvestable thing. Okay, so some more stuff. Let's see what else has been added in here.
You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Looking for shipping? We always offer better service than the East Empire Company. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us. But Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one. Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just
now, when I actually do my playthrough, I will I'll be doing, for the most part, trying to stick to doing a role play in character and not breaking the fourth wall as much as possible. But of course, sometimes obviously I'll have to stop and comment on something or whatever. But for right now, I'm just
until next time,
just getting through all this stuff because I'm not really doing anything for the story right now. I just need to. Oh yeah, this is. There's a mod called Footprints that did not work. Okay. Do I have Footprints? I don't remember if I had Footprints installed. I may not have Footprints installed. But basically, and this could be because that's added in and not part of the normal game. Oh yeah. Statue Base Grimoire was added. Almost forgot about that. But yeah, the Footprints mod, basically, as you're walking around on the snow or in the ash in Solstheim, will add footprints. And it's not just you, it's, you know, any NPCs, horses, any animals. It gives them footprints that are actually left tracks in the snow. And again, just immersion stuff. I basically, when I play, I like to do.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords.
Curved swords, oh my god. I like to do immersion-based mods because I love the setting. I'm a big fan of mountains in like real life. which is one of the reasons why I got the hell out of Texas. Because Texas is, might as well be a flatland. Oh, Jesus, leave me alone. So yeah, I need to get myself some money too. Player at item F. Let's go with 1 million. Sure, why not? Okay, nice. Yep, just getting all the achievements.
They said just been snooping around Sarthor.
God damn it, go
Mages
away.
and warrior crypt. No good.
Yeah, so anyways, I'm a big fan of mountains and shit, so you know, I loved Oblivion. And I've played a little bit more when I've not played all the way through. But what I have played of it, I did enjoy. But as soon as I saw the first promo stuff for Skyrim, it was immediately like, oh, I need this game. You know, just the setting really spoke to me. Alright. So I know I could probably unlock all of the map locations if I wanted to really cheese it, which I may end up doing. Oh, this is another mod. Quality world map, I think, or high quality world map, something like that. That removes all the cloud cover from the important places, which makes it nice to see, and it also adds in roads to make those a little bit more visible. There are a couple of variations of it. You can either keep the more default look like this, or you can do more of a paper map, like the old Oblivion and Morrowind look, to where it looked like kind of an old torn parchment or whatever. And there's a couple of mods for that. One of them, called Warburgs, I believe, is real nice, but it's also very finicky about the load order. And I might end up using it just because it is a very nice mod, or a very nice map. Yeah. Wow, so all these... But I haven't been to them yet, so I can't fast travel. Right. Suppose... I gotta check all the water, too, because I've got some mods that improve the water. I think I see... Yep. I see that little ice shelf floating and bobbing. That's one of the mods. It's Realistic Water 2, I think. Yeah, I think that's the one. Ooh. It was a bad little spike. I think that's the immersive patrols. Neat. Now, immersive patrols adds faction patrols: Imperials, Stormcloaks, Thalmor, Forsworn. I believe it adds some Orc patrols and maybe some Reeklings if you've got Dragonborn. So they'll patrol around. Most of them are either not aggressive to you, or if they're like Reeklings or whatever, they will be aggressive. But then if you are part of either one of the sides on the Civil War, like if you're Imperials, Stormcloaks you can get the non-aggressive version if you want it to be more vanilla-like. But if you're part of the Imperials, any Stormcloaks that you come across will know that you're an Imperial and will actually attack you. And vice versa. If you're Stormcloak and you come across Imperials, they'll attack you. I've got another mod called Better Fast Travel, basically for the immersion stuff. So instead of fast traveling everywhere, you can actually take a carriage, and the carriage goes to not just all the major cities, but all of the little towns and settlements around, and it adds carriages into those towns and settlements so that you can take a carriage from them to get anywhere you need to go. It also has a in places like, I think, Dawnstar, it adds a little boat, like a little ferryman, and he'll take you to a couple of the cities anywhere that's looking at the map here. So like that's Winterhold, Dawnstar. So he can take you, it'll basically go around, and of course it doesn't show anything, but anywhere that's accessible. So he'll take you to Winterhold, he'll take you to Windhelm, and I think that's probably it. Yeah, because that's a waterfall there, so he can't get up there. So those are the only 3 that he can take you to, because they're the only ones that are accessible by river. But all the normal carriages can take you wherever around the map that you need to go. And okay, so, and then of course this guy here, Carriage Guard, he's one of the, I believe it's inconsequential NPCs, which basically just adds a lot of additional NPCs where they make sense, like carriage guards, or workers in towns and stuff, like the guys that were bumping into me back in the trade quarter that were labeled as laborer. Those being inconsequential NPCs. I do have another mod called Interesting NPCs, which does a similar thing, adds a bunch of NPCs in, but it adds unique NPCs, so they're not just like clones of normal NPCs with just a different name, where they can actually, they'll have dialogue, they're fully voiced. Some of them have quest lines that you can go along on. Several of them are set up to be followers if you want to take them along with you. It's pretty cool. There was one I did when I was checking out some of the thief stuff, and started in the Thief Guild. There's a Khajiit in there called Knives, and he had a really interesting backstory. Whoa. It tells me it's probably not supposed to be shaped like that. Anyways, he had an interesting backstory, and I was actually kind of fascinated just to sit there and listen to him talk. And I like mods like that where you it's on the one hand it says something about how poor Bethesda's NPCs are, but on the other hand it says how well Bethesda knows their audience, and knows that the games are really just a template. There obviously had to be a completed template to have a full game to be able to release, but it was really set up to be a template for modders to take over where Bethesda leaves off and add stuff and improve upon stuff. And that's what they did. That's why this game is still one of the more popular games. Oh, that's a wolf. Warning me away.
What was that?
Guess that's the wolf getting tired of me not running away.
I knew it.
And so the card will take him out. Oh! Wait, what? Okay, so these are supposed to be... Oh, I do have footprints installed. Yay. It's all the normal vanilla snow. Snow footprints. Yay. And yeah, the horse hooves even have hoof prints. Of course, you don't really see them here, but if I had I didn't get the traveling carriages mod, which actually, when you do carriage rides, actually does carriage rides, kind of like the intro sequence, where you're actually inside the carriage and riding alone in real time. Does it show it? Yes, hoof print. Yeah. So yeah, all the animals have their own footprints. I'm sure there's probably some paw prints from where the wolf was around here. Oh, it might have already disappeared. Yeah. Yeah, I have other mods. Obviously, several high resolution texture maps, but better dynamic snow is one of the mods, which kind of fixes some of the snow problems. I've got another mod called No Snow Under the Roof, which I believe is what's showing here. I don't really remember what this looks like in vanilla, but it cleans out a lot of the places where there shouldn't be snow. Let's see. You know, I'll go to, I know where it really shows off is in Dawnstar.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals.
Oh, really?
Where do you want to go?
Okay, good. He does go to all of them. We'll go to Dawnstar.
We'll be off.
Okay, so yeah, this is better fast travel. Just makes it a little bit more immersive for you, rather than relying on fast travel to get everywhere in a decent amount of time. So you can either walk or run, or ride a horse, take a carriage, or, you know, if you're the type of player that doesn't care about the immersion and you just want to get where you need to go, you know, you've still got fast travel available to you. So it's kind of a best of both worlds, you know. In Morrowind, you didn't have fast travel. You had to use, like, the Silt Striders and stuff to get around. So this doesn't take away fast travel. Whoa, it's really dark. Crap. Yeah, so this doesn't take away fast travel for people that want to use it, but it also brings back some of the better options for people who want the more immersion. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get a room at the inn. Yep, Dawnstar. That's the torchlight. Jesus. Why is that lighting up like that? And why is
Come to
that...
Dawnstar at a strange time, Fred. Seems everyone in the town is having nightmares.
Something tells me this is not right. But there's snow around here, so I don't know. I don't know if I have textures not loading right, or if this is just a lighting bug. Don't know.
Can't sleep
Carl.
well, no matter how much drink I put in me.
Okay. Good to know.
It's a curse. It has to be. I've got to get out of this town.
Irgnir, get a hold of yourself. They're just dreams. Please tell her, Erandur.
Listen to your friend, Fuki. They are just dreams, my dear. I assure you that it is quite normal.
It's the same dream over and over again. You think that's normal?
I just want to rent a room. Come on. Oh, wait. Are you?
Erandur, she has a point.
Need a room? Don't worry. Nightmares don't seem to happen for travelers. Sure thing.
Yeah.
It's yours for a day.
So as you can see here,
He's trying to help us.
everyone, please.
The inn is a little different, probably, than what you're used to.
In the meantime, all I ask is you remain strong and put your
Where's
trust
my
in
room?
Lady Marlowe.
I will. Thank you.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, the expanded towns and cities, I think, is the mod that I used. Go.
You should
Do
quit
your thing,
working
man.
in the Eastern Mine. Legelf's no good to work for.
Legelf is a good man, and I'm not running out on him now.
Oh, got a bit of interest in your boss, too.
I've never actually gotten a room in Dawnstar before, so
It's any of your business.
had no idea which one to go to.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Right. Come on. Ooh, yeah, it's starting to chop again. Okay, so now this is another mod. Crouch, yeah, there we are. You can't really see it in this light here, but it adds new textures and better textures, high resolution textures to all the shrines.
I'm sorry.
And
Don't feel up to entertaining
whoa,
anyone just now.
whoa, really? What the hell is? Okay, yeah. Sometimes the lighting mod can get a little weird. Okay, so yeah, by default you only go to 24 hours. That's 10. We'll go to. We'll go 8 hours would be. So I say 12 hours would be 10. 8 hours would be 6. Let's go to 8. So I can see this place in daylight. Make sure the textures are actually loading properly.
Who were you fighting against?
Oh, dearie, it was so.
I've been looking for you.
Whoa.
Got
Oh,
something I'm
Jesus.
supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
It's non-stop.
There's a new museum
Let me guess,
opening
it's
up
from.
in Dawnstar.
Oh,
Owner
this
asked me
guy.
to hand out
Okay.
invitations to travelers. Ah, a letter from the Jarl.
And
Up in the world, eh?
Falkreath.
Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Okay. I gave him a mod called the Courier Service, Skyrim Courier Service. It gives him a house outside of Whitered, that he will actually go back to after delivering the mail to you. And he has this whole little routine where he'll sweep or he'll plant, work in his garden and stuff, and then when another occasion arises that he needs to deliver mail to you, he'll take off from his house and come find you wherever you're at.
The Winterweek Inn features
in
the
the
finest bard in all of Dawnstar.
in the vanilla game, I think. Oh, you know what this probably is? Because this looks like this was yeah, okay. So this is just a bug between realistic lighting and the expanded towns and cities. Because some of the interior cells have changed. I need to see if they have a patch, or if somebody's made a patch for realistic lighting to work with this properly. Like, I mean, it works. It's just there's light coming in from basically here. Ah, damn it. Okay. Light coming in from where there is no window up there. It's coming in above the window. And those are just little, because this inn has been changed, the interior cell of the inn has been changed. But the realistic lighting mod is using the vanilla interiors and placing lights where they would come in from the vanilla interiors. And so that's all it is. Not a big deal, just visually like, what the fuck, why? What was I gonna do? There was...
You should take a day off and head into town. I could watch the end while you're
shit.
away.
I was going
Why
to
would I
do
do
something
that?
before I started talking about realistic lighting.
It'll do you good. Maybe you could visit Italy.
Oh yeah, and this is something that's added. And this actually was originally added in...
Why would they be looking at me?
enhanced lighting and effects, I think, was the lighting mod. And one of the later versions of realistic lighting finally added them in, so it's like it's smoke trails and stuff off of fires, campfires, bonfires, candles. I believe have them now. Little contrails. Maybe not. The reason I didn't go with the enhanced lighting and effects was because it tended to add additional light sources around, and Skyrim's engine, the lighting engine, is very finicky when you add light sources into places. So much so that if you add one extra light source that it can't handle, then you'll start noticing things like if you're in the dungeon or something and you pull out your torch, and your torch is that extra light source that, you know, everything looks great until you pull out your torch and all of a sudden all the walls go black because the engine can't handle that additional light source. So it just turns off the sources that are causing the most problems or whatever. So yeah, immersive HUD, that's what I was going to do. I'm going to change this from press and hold to a toggle. There we go, that'll work. That way you can tap it and tap it. There we go, perfect. Oh, yeah, so it even tells you what the wine does. That's neat. I didn't realize it did all that. And it'll tell you what... Really, that's not a... Huh, that's a static mesh. Interesting. Huh. Strange. Yeah, the chop is getting worse. I think... It's worrying. Nope, I don't. Not from you, definitely. Okay.
What was that?
Really? A vampire attack in the middle of the day? Oh my god. No. Okay, I have... Jesus, I'm getting my ass kicked. I have spells that I can use since I don't have weapons. Is there under powers? What do I have? Well, obviously I need to use that. Yeah, okay. And my destruction. There we are. I probably don't want to do chain lightning, not out here. But a lightning bolt would be nice. And thunderbolt. Let's see. No, thunderbolt would be nice. There we go. I do want to have that out though. Oh yeah, I just use the master ones. There we are. Yeah, we want to go with Adept, Fireball, Flame Cloak, Frost Cloak, and let's go with Storm, Spear. Ah, there we are. Alright. Yeah. Sure. We'll do those. And Okay, so let's do a spear and a thunderbolt. Okay, I'm gonna heal myself. Because I apparently have 2 level 200 vampires up here. That's not. That's alteration. What is restoration? There we are. And you know what? I'm gonna take you. And where was the? Should do that. Healing hands. For a second. There's close. Fast healing. No. Close brand healing. There we are. That. Go back to destruction. And do fireball. Is it fireball? No, incinerate. Yeah, I know. Jesus. I guess I could do. Okay. Really? Really? Oh, God. Alright, you know what? Fuck all y'all. What the shit is going on here? Oh my god, you know what? No, no. Kill. Kill. Okay, that didn't work. Oh my god. It's all fucked. There. Where's my lightning? Thunderbolt. There. Oops. You know what? I forget that I can do this. Oops. God. I don't play casters very often either. Oh, really? Horse? Seriously? Oh, Why did this have to happen? Oh, don't kill Sam. Bitch, stop moving. Oh my god. Just die already. Oh my god. Just fucking die. Christ. Alright. Now.
Your kind has no place.
Okay. Now, what was the command to SP console? I think it was the bounty, but bounty. Okay. Pay crime gold. This is pale. So one will be teleport to the jail, choose 0 volt. The second 01 refers to keeping your stolen items. Do not lose your items. So 00. Pay crime gold. 00. Faction ID 2816E. Player pay crime gold 00 2816E, I think. 2816E, yes. Okay. Ugh. God. Okay. Oh, clusterfuck.